Good morning, guys. How are you doing? You can probably hear some of the noise in the background. One of my neighbors is cutting down a tree, but right now I want to protect my air conditioner. What I'm about to do is optional. You don't have to do this. So yeah, my neighbor behind the house is cutting down a tree and grinding down some of the branches. So what I did, guys, I just covered the top and only the top of my air conditioning unit. Now, like I said a minute ago, this is only optional. We get a lot of snow and ice here. I just don't want that ice and snow to, come in through the top. Now, air conditioning units like this are built to withstand the winter, but I just feel better if I protect just the top. Now, I see a lot of people cover the whole thing with plastic from top to bottom. That I don't recommend because it'll hold a lot of moisture inside and it can cause problems. So again, air conditioners should not be covered completely, if the top, if at all. But if you don't do it, it's okay. They're built to withstand the snow and ice that we get up here. And these covers are cheap. You can get them on Amazon for 20 or 30 bucks. My next task, I had a tree fall down right on the driveway, right in the middle. So let's go take care of that. Will it burn? That tree has to come down. If I don't do it now, it's gonna fall down when it snows and it's gonna block my road right there. So might as well cut it now. It is dead. I've never felled the tree before. This will be a first. I mean, I cut down a few trees, but they're like 5, 8, 10 feet tall. This is large. Better do it now. It's a dead tree. No harm, right? The tractor is parked far away. The camera is far away. Let's see what happens. Success! First one ever. Where did I learn this from? Homestead J. There it is, guys. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from this end, clear the road first in case I have some deliveries later today, and work my way to the end. I don't need to go to the gym today. This is it. for 2, but that was close, wasn't it? One of the things that Jay always mentions is to be aware of your surroundings every time you're going to cut down a tree. Make sure you know exactly where that tree is going to fall down. And it did fall down right where I wanted it, on the middle of this road. However, there was one thing I did not learn from Jay, and that's how to mess up your driveway. Let me show you. When the tree came down, it hit this corner right here and it broke it apart. That's about maybe 2 feet long, 8 or 9 inches wide. I did that on my own. That was totally my fault, but it's a good lesson. Now, that should be easy to fix, I think. If anyone knows how to fix a road, put it in the comments below, because it's gonna be my next job. How am I gonna do it? Don't know, but I'll figure it out by tomorrow. Guarantee you that. Now, another mistake that you saw me do was when I cut the second tree. It was a small tree, but before I even had the chance to come from behind and make that back cut, that thing fell right next to the camera. It was literally about 6 or 8 inches from this camera. So yeah, another lesson. So those are 2 valuable lessons right there. And in the future, obviously, I'm going to be more mindful of my surroundings, where the camera is, the road. I should have cut that tree, that big one, that first one. I should have cut it maybe in 3 or 4 sections, but I wanted to down the whole thing all at once. I mean, it worked. It went exactly where I wanted it to go, but yeah, there's a little bit of damage. No big deal. Okay, here's the cut on that first tree. It's not pretty, but the tree did fall where I wanted it to. Don't laugh, but I could become a mini Homestead Jay in the future. What do you think? But I'm not going to cut any trees like he does. I'm not getting them. I'm not climbing those 80, 90 foot trees to cut them. I don't think I'll ever do that. All right, so now we're going to feed the chickens. I'm just going to give them a snack. It's 4:02 right now, and they're expecting it. Sundown is at, or sunset is in about 30 minutes. And they get really excited about the scratch grains that I give them. Once in the morning around 7 and once at night. Well, right before the sun goes down. And there they are. All of them. All right, now the silkies. You know, I'm only getting about 2 eggs a day, sometimes 3, and I don't see any more for today. Now, yesterday Lila was laying an egg, but she was doing it standing up. Yeah, you heard that right, standing up. So I took out my phone and I started recording. Do you want to see it? Are you sure? Okay, here it is. That's the freshest egg I've ever had. Just laid. Unbelievable. Thanks, Layla. Thanks for breakfast. It's kind of wet, so I'm gonna wait a minute before I pick it up. There she is. Layla always comes through. I saw it twice before, but I didn't have the camera with me. And yesterday, fortunately, I had that camera and pop, you saw it live. There she is. She's my superstar. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to work on that truck right there, my 1952 Chevy truck. Now, that's gonna take a good part of the winter, and I'm gonna do it very slowly. I'm gonna go and replace all the fluids, a bunch of little parts that need to be replaced. there is a lot that needs to be done in order for me to put it on the road, for it to be roadworthy. But when I do put it on the road, hopefully by late April, early May, it should be safe, it should be roadworthy, it will be insured, it will be registered with the state of New York. And yeah, I'm really excited about putting this thing back on the road. And a couple of days ago, I finished some shelves. There they are, because I do need the shelf space in order to, you know, fill it up with tools and parts and what have you. So I do need more shelving. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put them. My first truck video will be sometime next week. I'm going to do little things here and there on every vlog, and I'll mix it in with the chickens and the, you know, cutting of the wood and stuff like that. So yeah, things are coming along. So let me show you a couple of clips from last week when I was putting these shelves up. You know, I absolutely love my office. I call it the war room. And the previous owner did a fantastic job, you know, installing this wood all over this office. It's a beautiful place. This is where I spend a lot of my time when I'm in the house. My computer system's here. I have lots of things to do here. I have a pool table, a TV, a sofa where I can sit down and read for hours. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to install an insulation pad right inside of this switch. I'll show you here in a second. These pads will insulate the switch to prevent any air from coming out. Right now I feel a little bit of a draft. And this is common, by the way, on switches and outlets. It is common sometimes to feel a little bit of draft, and I want to insulate this a little bit better. There we go. I don't feel a draft. Let's go on to the next one. Yep, I feel a little bit of a draft, but they also make them for outlets. Check this out. Okay, better. All right, guys, so below I'm gonna link the insulation pads and the cover for the air conditioner in case anyone's interested. And so with that, you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are, and we'll see you probably mañana with another video, maybe about the truck. So we'll see you then. Bye.